It's that time of the week again. I've bought yet another 4 random Ben 10 figures. Now you guys know that I love collecting Ben 10 figures, and the previous video made a lot of views, like more than my average views. So I thought, why not buy 4 more random figures and unbox them just for you guys. Now in the previous video I've unboxed Omni Metallic Heatblast, Vilgax, Humongosaurus, the Omni Kicks one, and last but not least Hotshot, which I found out is the Heatblast version of Kevin's. Yeah, so Kevin can turn into monsters too, aliens rather. That's pretty cool. I need to rewatch the reboot, man. I can't wait to unbox these babies up. If you guys want to see more videos like this and let's plays, etc, etc, then leave me below in the comment section below. Leave a like, subscribe, and activate that beautiful bell. And without any further ado, let's get straight into the unboxing. Alright, let's unbox this box from the top and then from the side and then from the top. There we go. I gotta do it like this. There we go. Last but not least, like this. Alright. But whatever, let's pull these figures out of the box. Oh, they already look amazing. Holy God. Holy God. Okay. And we got this one too. Woo! Clean. Through with the box. Now we can finally open these bad boys up. I gotta do the thumbnail now, yeah. But let's just put these side to side like this. Man, they look amazing. They look gorgeous, man. You seeing this? You're seeing this, right? Woo! First we're gonna unbox Omni Kicks Armor Shockrock. Let's go. And we don't need the knife actually for now. For this step we don't need it. Alright, just like this. Nice and clean. Boom. Could have been cleaner, but whatever. Alright, look at this bad boy. I finally got rid of the annoying clothing tags. Let's pull this baby out of the box, and it feels fresh and it looks fresh, but it's gonna sit on the side for now. What's this called? Omni Naut Armor Heatblast. Gosh dang, I keep forgetting that I don't need the knife for this step. I only needed it to unbox the box, open the box at the beginning, you know. Last but not least, the torso, the most important one. Alright, let's pull it off. And it also has jetpacks, sort of. Doesn't look that bad. Yeah, I dig that. I dig that look a lot. Omni Kicks Armor Forearms. Now this one looks especially cool, man. I love the new designs. Like, if there's one thing the reboot did right, is the freaking design and the figures, man. 2 things that the reboot did beautifully right. Left leg. There we go. Oh, alright. Look at this beautiful dude, man. It looks awesome. It's gonna sit on the side as well. Now, last but not least, we're gonna unbox Jetray. Omni Kicks Jetray. Man, this guy looks actually freaking amazing. Let's unbox this guy right up. Stick my finger in there. Alright, there we go. Man, they make these packages very sturdy. Sometimes I am wondering... oh, sorry, excuse me, Jetray. There we go. I gotta pronounce his name right. He has a tail. Alright, cool. Gonna show off Omni Kicks Shockrock. This guy looks freaking beautiful, man. Look at his colors and saturations. Now, this guy looks very strong. Omni Kicks, like this guy was already cool with his normal form. And now with the Omni Kicks form, man, it's astounding how cool they managed to make him look. Look at from the back. Damn, man. He has a midriff too. Actually, I never dig that in real life, but when it comes to aliens, midriffs, they all need midriffs. I'm not even joking around. This guy looks freaking amazing. Now, let's look at the articulation, yeah? So, his arms can move outwards like this. Not that much. It could have been better, but I can understand because of the shoulder pads. But outwards, not outwards. Rotation. 360 rotation, that's pretty cool. He has elbow rotation, which is pretty nice. Elbow bend. But he can't rotate his elbows to left and right, which is kind of a bummer. But better than nothing. you still get like this rotation and wrist rotation. It's a little bit, stiff, but it gets the job done. It looks freaking cool. Look at that. I mean, if this guy punches you, you might end up in a coma, so be aware. He has waist rotation, 360. I love that. Every figure in this world needs a waist rotation, yeah? So his legs move forward this much. It could have been better, but backwards this much. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I dig that. And outwards, let's see just how much he can move it outwards. This much. It's acceptable. Yeah. And he can bend his knees, single jointed knee bend, and rotation at the kneecap, which is amazing. Now, here's my gripe of this figure. If it can rotate his knees to the right and left like this, then why also not his elbows? So that's a bummer, but other than that, this figure is amazing. Now, I'm going to rate these figures all by their articulations, their designs and sculpturing and painting, and this guy gets... Wait, hold up, I just noticed something. This leg is a little bit askew. Oh man, that's a manufacturing error, I think. Look at this. Why does it go inward like this? I don't dig that. That's actually very bothering. I mean, it can't even sit upright like that, right? Okay. It can be done, but it's not perfect. But still, I guess it gets the job done. But just because of this manufacturing error, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. But if this wasn't apparent, I would have given it a 8 out of 10. So this is actually a pretty good figure, yeah? That's the first figure. Let's try to make it stand up. There you go. The second figure is Omni. What was it called again? I think Armor, right? Heatblast. Now, I hope it can move. All right. It was very stiff, so I thought it couldn't move his arms up and down. It can. Oh, God, this one is very stiff. Whew, I'm glad it didn't break as soon as I did that. Now, this guy has a jetpack. Let's attach that real quick. There we go. So that's how he looks like. Huh. Not bad, not bad. Now, look at the legs. They still look a little bit like askew. Look at that. They go outwards a little bit left and right. I hope that's normal. I don't think that's normal. Man, that's the problem with these Ben 10 figures. They mostly have, like, manufacturing errors, and that's a bummer. Like, nobody needs that, yeah? Anyways, it is what it is. This guy looks actually pretty cool, yeah? Like, the design, I dig it. I actually really dig it. Now, let's look at the articulation. So, arms can move outwards, 360 rotation, which is good, but not, actually forward, I want to say, but not outward, so that's a bummer. It's because of the shoulder blades, man. I wish they could have done something with that, but yeah, it's a bummer, man. His head, can he move his head? Nope. That's also a bummer. Man, this guy is very limited. That's a shame. Anyways, let's look at the elbows. Only inwards and outwards a little bit like that. It doesn't even have like a full rotation. That's a bummer. At the least they could have done is give this guy a ball joint at the elbow. Man, that's so limiting. At the other arm, the exact same thing. Man, that's a shame. Hand and elbow have individual, articulation, but it doesn't help that much by positioning. Then he has waist rotation like this, 360. I love that. Then he can move his legs outwards a little bit this much and backwards just a little bit, but it's actually good. Outwards this much, which is actually decent. Yeah, I dig that. So at least they saved it a little bit on the legs, but other than that, on the arms and such, it's not good enough, man. But at least the sculpturing looks pretty great. But overall, I'm giving this a figure a 5.5 out of 10. Yeah, man, the arms are very, very, hindered because of the sculpturing, I guess. And the head, it can move its head also. So this really gets a 5.5 out of 10. But other than that, it's a decent figure. Would be great for kids. Now, let's look at forearms. Omni kicks forearms to be exact. Man, alright, let's see. This guy is amazing. He has 4 freaking arms. Everybody should have 4 freaking arms. Not just kidding. Let me clean this up a little bit. There we go. Now it looks cleaner. Man, this guy is sculpturing. Now this is definitely awesome. Look at this. The articulation is never hindered. It can also rotate his arms left and right exactly how I want it to be. And with arms, I mean elbows, It's freaking amazing. The coloring, the sculpturing, the articulation. I can already tell I'm gonna have a lot of fun and blast with this thing. Let's look at the articulation. It's beautiful. First of all, the head. It can rotate left and right, which is awesome. I'm looking at you, Omni now Heatblast, if that's what your name is. That's a bummer that they can't do that, but at least this one can. Now, head, left and right, all the arms out, like rotation, 360 rotation, and they can move outwards like that, which is awesome. And they all have like rotation at the elbow and elbow rotation, which is awesome. They also all have wrist rotation, with all, even though if it's very stiff. All the arms can do that, yeah, I remind you, all of them. And there are 4 arms. That's something beautiful. Like this figure, you get more more bang for the buck you pay, you know, if that's the right term. But okay, I just noticed something horrible. Oh wait, the vase rotation, which is also awesome. Now let's look at the legs though. The legs is where the nightmare begins. Like it can only move outwards this much. What is this? Is this a joke? Like is he only like kicking trash on the street or something? I don't know. Like it's very hindered. But anyways, it can move outwards only this much, which is very disappointing. Backwards, not at all. Oh my god, they ruined it with the leg. No offense, but oh my god. And not even outwards that much. Oh my goodness. What is this? This is a nightmare. At least they saved it with the 4 arms. Yeah, I'll give it that. At least they saved it with the 4 arms. Now, knee rotation, bending, I want to say, single jointed knee bend, which only goes that much. It's acceptable, but no left to right outward movement, only rotation. That's also a bummer. So I guess all the budget went to the arms and not the legs. Which is really a bummer, but other than that, this figure is freaking amazing, yeah. Almost no disappointment. I'm giving this figure a 7 point. Actually, you know what? No, 8 out of 10. I wanted to give it a 7 out of 10 just because of the legs, but you know what? It saved it with the 4 arms. It looks freaking amazing, so 8 out of 10. How about that? Now, last but not at least, let's look at Jetray. This time I pronounced his name right. This guy is amazing. Now, let's attach the tail. I bet all the kids, when they first saw this alien on the screen for the first time, they went like, oh yeah, this is where it's at. This guy looks amazing. Alright, now let's look at the articulation, yeah? So the head can rotate left to right. You see, even though it looks a little bit hindered, it can still rotate it left to right. Now, something that the Omni Naut Heatblast can't do. That's a shame. Get out of here, get out of here. Yeah, man. Jetray just beat Heatblast's butts. How about that? And now let's look at the arm rotation. 360 rotation all the way, which is great. Can move outwards this much. I guess that's fine because of the long, the long limbs. It looks okay if it can only move outward that much. But I would have loved it if it could rotate like this 180 degrees. That would have been awesome. Now let's look at the elbows. Rotation, not outwards, which is a shame, but inner rotation, I guess. So that's good. It can make you distract with this flapper. I don't know what you call that. A wing, I guess. That's cool. And you get also individual rotation at the wrist. Now let's look at torso. Can it rotate his torso? Oh no, that's a shame. Is there any reason why this guy doesn't have torso animation rotation? Come on, man. Every figure needs waist rotation. Even Omni Naut Heatblast has waist rotation, you know? So I guess they're both even now. Now let's look at the legs. Okay, it can move outwards this much, which is amazing. Oh, look at that. Perfect 90-degree rotation, or 180-degree, or something like that. And backwards a little bit this much. Let's see. It's acceptable. The legs articulation is pretty great. Okay. Now it can bend his knee, but still no outward rotation, so that's really a bummer. But inner rotation like this. Of that being said, that's all the articulation that this guy has. Not a bad figure. The sculpturing and painting is amazing. If only the articulation would have been a little bit better. The only thing this guy is missing, actually, like if we get the nitpicks out of the way, is waist rotation. Man. But other than that, it's great. I'm giving this figure a... If this guy got an 8 out of 10, then this guy needs to get 7.5 out of 10. It's still great, but you know, with some minor disappointments here and there. Here are the figures all mashed up together. Look at that. The amount of aliens that Ben like acquired over the years is something mesmerizing. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more unboxings and let's plays like this, then let me know in the comment section below. Leave a like, subscribe, and activate the beautiful bell. And let me know in the comment sections below what your favorite alien is. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.